And we're back now with Sunday House Call in our weekly segment, Should I Worry?, where we talk about everything that worries us. One viewer writes in saying, I take Benadryl sometimes to help me sleep. Is it safe? Dr. Siegel, you hear about this in order to try to get some sleep? Or kids on the airplane, you give them some Benadryl so that they can sleep?
What do you think about that?
Well, I want to speak directly to the viewer on this because, you know, Eric and Arthel always want us to give advice that you can use. And here's the useful advice. For some people, if you have a lot of allergies, and that's why you're staying up at night, you have a stuffed nose and your watery eyes, and that's why you can't sleep, maybe. But don't do it without a doctor being involved, because as you get older, it can lead to urinary retention, which David treats, constipation. It can make you disoriented like Ambien does. In other words, it can make you sleepwalk. I actually prefer, if I'm going to use over-the-counter medicines, I don't like to use Benadryl. I prefer valerian tea, which we've talked about, or melatonin, which really has no side effects as far as I'm concerned.
sorry, what was that?
Melatonin is something the body
Valerian
makes.
tea.
Valerian
tea.
Valerian tea makes melatonin. Right, if you take valerian tea, it will cause your body to make more melatonin. And melatonin is the natural hormone of sleep. Like that better than Benadryl.
Okay, I have to tell you something. I don't do it anymore, but I actually used to take children's Benadryl sometimes, like a teaspoonful, to go to sleep. I used to do that.
Well, look,
and it worked. I went to sleep. Yeah,
I mean,
some people.
The most important word in that whole thing was that sometimes. So sometimes you can get away with it, and there's no problem with that.
Sometimes.
But if you're going to take it all the time, and especially if sometimes you can drink and mix it with other things, that sedative behavior is not really, it's going to affect you, and it's not good. It can lower your blood pressure. It can really affect you long term. So I'm completely against it. I think the valerian tea, chamomile, kava, passion flower, the list goes on for all of these herbals. Melatonin is good, but look, find out what's the underlying problem that you have.
Yeah, how much time do you have?
Why is Arthel, America, why is Arthel not sleeping?
Absolutely.
That's the problem. Are you under a lot of stress?
Do you have that cell phone going? Right
no, my mind, I can't, this is the deal, I can't shut off my mind.
Are you drinking too much coffee?
But look, I think a lot of times sleep apnea, hormonal changes, stress, you know, the effect of environmental changes and temperature changes. There's a whole list of things. Do you want to treat the underlying problem, not the knee-jerk reaction?
Warm milk.
Oh, my gosh.
Take some milk,
get my stomach
put it in the
upset.
microwave, and just heat up the warm milk with some bread.
Dr. Shaw,
put some butter on the bread, warm the bread up.
If
I can't sleep, that works.
A toast and butter, that sounds good.
Sleep hygiene.
By the way, only a little
hygiene.
bit did I have the children's Benadryl, because I have such a weak system.
That's okay. Once in a while, I think sometimes it's okay.
Go to sleep the same time every night. Exercise regularly.
Nobody can do that, Doc. You know that.
Decrease stress.
This is for somebody who texts me at 2 a.m. He goes, what's the topic? What's the topic?
What's the topic?
Very good.